This is New York's #1 news. Channel 7 Eyewitness News. With Lori Stokes and Ken Rosado. And Bill Evans with the exclusive AccuWeather forecast. Now, Eyewitness News at noon.
Breaking news, 5-term U.S. Senator from New Jersey, Frank Lautenberg, dies at the age of 89. We look back at his incredible career and have reaction with live team coverage.
A live look at Lower Manhattan. It's a soggy start to the week, so you're going to need an umbrella. Meteorologist Bill Evans has a complete AccuWeather forecast. And good afternoon, I'm Lori Stokes.
And I'm Ken Rosado. Welcome to Eyewitness News at noon.
And we're going to start now with that breaking news and the passing of New Jersey Senator Frank Lautenberg. Lautenberg died early this morning at New York Presbyterian Hospital, Weill Cornell. His office says he suffered complications from viral pneumonia.
Now, this morning, flags at the U.S. Capitol were lowered to half-staff in memory of Lautenberg. We begin our coverage with Eyewitness News reporter N.J. Burkett live in Cliffside Park. N.J.
New Jersey, where his staff announced the passing this morning of New Jersey Senator Frank Lautenberg. He was a 5-term titan of the U.S. Senate, a man who rose from relative poverty to extraordinary wealth to the halls of the U.S. Capitol in Washington. Senator Lautenberg had about 18 months left in his 5th and final term in the Senate, Ken. He was 89 years old, a cancer survivor, and died from viral pneumonia at 4 o'clock this morning at New York Hospital in Manhattan. Senator Lautenberg signed more than 9,000 bills, more than any senator in New Jersey state history. A man who really saw himself as a public interest, public servant, known for taking on the big tobacco companies and the NRA. You know, those were battles he relished, and the laws that came from them are his legacy. Now, just a short time ago, we heard from State Senator and former interim Governor Richard Cody and the sitting governor of New Jersey, Chris Christie. Here is what they had to say.
And we had some pretty good fights between us over time. Battles on philosophy and the role of government. But never was Senator Lautenberg to be underestimated as an advocate for the causes that he believed in and as an adversary in the political world. I think the best way to describe Frank Lautenberg and the way he would probably want to be described to all of you today is as a fighter.
He was always for New Jersey first and always independent, never unwilling to fight the bosses. He was an independent person who did what he did best when he fought for New Jersey. So we all know he's somewhere continuing his fights and continuing to help people.
And now the reaction from his fellow Senator Robert Menendez, quote, "Today I am shaken by the loss of the senior senator from New Jersey, a colleague and my good friend and ally. Frank Lautenberg loved his job and the people who elected him 5 times, who trusted him to always be on their side, and he always was." End quote. Senator Chuck Schumer released a statement of his own just a short time ago, saying we all knew he was ill, but his passing is still a gut shot to those of us who knew him and loved him. And I suspect the same would be said by many people here in the state of New Jersey who elected him and re-elected him by large margins. We'll have much more on this developing story coming up on Eyewitness News first at 4 o'clock this afternoon. Now we're live in Newark, New Jersey. N.J. Burkett, Channel 7, Eyewitness News.
All right, NJ, thank you. Frank Raleigh Lautenberg's story is a classic American journey from poverty to prosperity. He's served his country both on the battlefield and often battled on the floor of the U.S. Senate. He also fought for New Jersey, taking on chemical companies and securing funds to help rebuild after Superstorm Sandy. The last of the great generation in the U.S. Senate, having served in World War II, the epitome of the American story. Frank Lautenberg, born in Paterson, New Jersey, his parents impoverished Polish and Russian immigrants who came through Ellis Island. The family so poor they couldn't afford to join a synagogue. It was his service in the Army Signal Corps that allowed him to use the GI Bill to pay for Columbia University Business School, where he earned a degree in economics before serving in the Senate. Mr. Lautenberg founded the nation's first payroll services, Automatic Data Processing, ADP. His motto always included fighting for New Jersey's families, wanting to give back. He was in the Senate from 1982 to 2001, taking a brief retirement, then running again.
against criticism that he was too old, and winning in 2002. He had recently announced he would end his political career at the end of 2014. The Democratic elder statesman is credited with a long list of accomplishments: passing the law that banned smoking on airplanes, authorizing the law that prevented domestic abusers from possessing guns, writing landmark drunk driving laws, including the law that put the nationwide blood alcohol standard at .08, and in 1984, making 21 the drinking age. He also co-wrote the new GI Bill for the 21st century and authored the Toxic Right to Know law to empower the public to know what pollutants were being released into the neighborhood, and wrote the law to create the Patterson Great Falls National Historical Park. In recent years, Mr. Lautenberg had battled stomach cancer and various ailments. At the time of his death, he was working on a bipartisan bill aimed at updating the Toxic Substance Control Act.
And just a short time ago, President Obama said Michelle and I were deeply saddened to learn of the passing of Senator Frank Lautenberg, a proud New Jerseyan who lived America's promise as a citizen and fought to keep that promise alive as a senator. Senator Lautenberg leaves behind his wife Bonnie, 6 children, and 13 grandchildren.
Eyewitness News viewers are sharing their thoughts on the passing of Senator Lautenberg. Debbie Savino writes, "Rest in peace. Thank you for your service for New Jersey. You will be missed." And from Beverly Bones, Senator Lautenberg was a simple man who did great things for New Jersey and the nation. Rest in peace, Frank. Stay with Eyewitness News for complete coverage of the death of Senator Lautenberg for a slideshow and 7 things to know about his career. Log on to 7 Online. You'll find it on our homepage. Other big news today, the wet weather. You're looking at a live picture right here of Central Park. A soggy one indeed. You're going to need your umbrella for much of the afternoon. Let's go straight to meteorologist Bill Evans. He has a quick look at the AccuWeather forecast. Bill?
Well, we have some sunny breaks now after all this rain from the overnight hours, the thunder, the lightning. Well, now we're getting a few breaks here with some sunshine. You'll see that from the city back to our west now. We'll be getting that over the next hour or so. The heaviest part of the rain has pushed eastward now. Still a couple of showers that were here along the Jersey Shore. They will be exiting in the next half hour. The last of the showers here now are right at Shelter Island out toward the Twin Forks. And back in here, we'll start to see some sunny breaks. There could be a pop-up shower in this that comes for the afternoon from heating in the afternoon. Might be a little line of a scattered thunderstorm. Want to keep that in mind for the evening commute. Then behind it, we're going to have some really gorgeous weather coming in for tomorrow. Here are the rainfall amounts: 1 inch and 2/10 at Poughkeepsie and at the park. So some of those isolated cells created a lot of rain. Newark, nearly 1.5 inches of rain. 3/4 of an inch of rain here. Bridgeport, 7/10 at Montauk, and just over 3/10 around Islip. So we're looking at a later pop-up shower, and that could be with that line around 4 or 5 o'clock. We'll talk more about that in the next 3 days of gorgeous weather in your AccuWeather forecast in just a moment. Lori, back to you.
All right, Bill, thank you. Other news, another court appearance for the internet sensation known as Kai, the hatchet-wielding hitchhiker. Kai, whose real name is Caleb McGilvery, is in court in Union County to face murder charges. Eyewitness News reporter Anthony Johns is live now in Elizabeth with more for us. Anthony.
Well, the suspect seemed to be a little bit confused when he was inside the court, not sure exactly what was going on. But we do know one thing. His case now heads to a grand jury. Caleb McGilvery came into the prison courtroom claiming he has not been able to make a phone call since he was taken into custody. The drifter known as Kai, the hatchet guy, had to stand behind a protective glass, wearing his prison jumpsuit and handcuffs as he was officially charged with first-degree murder. McGilvery is accused in the beating death of lawyer Joseph Galfie, whose partially dressed body was discovered in his Clark, New Jersey home on May 13th. The 2 men had met by chance in New York City. After the murder, McGilvery allegedly escaped and was tracked down in Philadelphia. In court today, he seems somewhat confused about the nature of the murder charge. He is also hoping to secure a private attorney, but as it stands now, is represented by a public defender who entered a plea of not guilty. McGilvery has a cult following, which began when he stepped in to stop the beating of a utility worker in California. He was featured on television as a homeless man turned hero, but now he faces the possibility of a lifetime behind bars. And bail on the suspect is still set at $3 million. He had to turn in his passport. He is originally from Alberta, Canada. That's the latest live from Elizabeth, New Jersey. Anthony Johnson, Channel 7 Eyewitness News.
All right, Anthony, thank you. And it's today more than 100 men have been dreading their names and photos being made public after they were nabbed in a prostitution sting on Long Island. Nassau County prosecutors say the so-called Johns answered an online ad, went to a hotel, and were videotaped paying an undercover cop posing as a prostitute. They were promptly arrested, and those clients said to be doctors, lawyers, and other professionals. Right now, New York City is reeling from gun violence that swept across the boroughs this weekend. 25 people were shot, the vast majority in Brooklyn. Yesterday, 3 men were wounded when gunfire erupted on Lenox Road in the Prospect Lefferts Garden section. The suspect is still on the loose. This incident comes just days after an 11-year-old was shot in the neck outside of her building in Bed-Stuy. She's now paralyzed. A 17-year-old has been arrested in that case.
Cleanup has begun across the Midwest following a weekend of violent storms that spawned more than a half-dozen deadly tornadoes. 13 people were killed when 5 twisters packing fierce winds and damaging rain and hail touched down near Oklahoma City. Among those who died, a father and son storm chaser team and their partner. At least 115 people were injured. 5 children and 2 adults are still missing. An EF3 tornado also struck Missouri and Illinois. A massive wildfire burning north of Los Angeles, now about 40% contained. Firefighters worked through the night to get the upper hand on that fire, which has already blackened 46 square miles. At least 6 houses were destroyed, another 15 damaged. More than 2,800 people were evacuated and may not be allowed until tomorrow. 3 firefighters have suffered minor injuries.
Still to come on Eyewitness News at noon. Do you really want to know the nutritional value of your favorite alcoholic beverage? It may be on the label soon. And Michael Douglas makes a shocking revelation about his throat cancer, then backtracks. We'll explain coming up.
A victim of Sandy victimized again by red tape.
And you can't move forward.
But today at 5, Eyewitness News helps turn tears of sadness into
Tears of joy. It is.
See how 7 on your side help turn a shell of a house back into a home. Today at 5.
Your home. It's where you've baked cookies, celebrated holidays, built memories. You've worked hard to take care of your home your whole life. Now it's time for your home to take care of you with a reverse mortgage from Senior Security Advisors. In these uncertain economic times, a reverse mortgage can help. It's the answer you're looking for. This safe government-insured program, available for all homeowners 62 or older, will help get you the tax-free cash you need now. Eliminate monthly mortgage payments, pay bills, or enjoy retirement, all while you retain ownership of your home. There are no credit requirements and no monthly mortgage payments. Hundreds of thousands have already taken advantage of this program. Call the number on your screen to receive your free DVD and learn the facts about a reverse mortgage from Senior Security Advisors. Enjoy financial security, independence, and peace of mind.
In your lifetime, you will lose 3 sets of keys, 4 cell phones, 7 socks, and 6 weeks of sleep. But one thing you don't want to lose is any more teeth. If you wear a partial, you are almost twice as likely to lose your supporting teeth. New Polygrip and Polydent for partials. Seal and Protect helps minimize stress, which may damage supporting teeth by stabilizing your partial. And Clean and Protect kills odor-causing bacteria. Care for your partial. Help protect your natural teeth.
I watch at the mall.
When I'm on a train.
At the library.
When they have the remote.
I watch live with Kelly and Michael.
I watch Modern Family.
I watch Eyewitness News. I watch ABC 7. I watch here. Here.
Now you can watch ABC Live at home or on the go, on your mobile device or on your computer. With the new Watch ABC live stream preview, you can keep watching your favorite ABC 7 shows. Find it online or download the app today.
New at noon, and your favorite beer, wine, or spirit may soon come with a nutritional label similar to the ones that you see on food. The labels could list serving size, calorie count, and the number of servings per container. And may also include the number of carbohydrates, protein, and fat per serving. The Treasury Department, which regulates alcoholic beverages, approved the labels, but they are optional for now.
It's a story grabbing headlines around the world. Actor Michael Douglas reportedly claiming his throat cancer was caused not by smoking, but by sex. A British newspaper reported the 68-year-old Oscar-winning actor said the sexually transmitted disease HPV gave him cancer, but his representative today says Douglas was misquoted, that he was simply referring to the virus causing the cancer in general. He was diagnosed in 2010 and had extensive chemotherapy to treat it.
And there's a new way to get breaking weather information.
Meteorologist Bill Evans here now to show us the new AccuTrack Weather Alert app.
Exactly. The AccuTrack Weather Alert app is new, and it gives you the power of the AccuTrack radar and severe weather alerts on your smartphone. Mine woke me up in the middle of last night, just in time to let you know about the thunderstorms, which is a very good thing. Now, there's live full interactive radar that you can zoom in right into your neighborhood to get the early warning advantage of any bad weather that is headed your way. And with custom alerts, you'll hear storms when they're in your area. Now, it's going to come from either my voice or from meteorologist Lee Goldberg. So if you're not looking at your phone, you'll know what's headed your way. Then, of course, you can share it by posting the radar image or alert directly onto Facebook or Twitter, and you can send an email. You'll be able to get the word out to loved ones like I do when I send it to my children. And that's letting them know when the storms are coming and where they are to protect themselves. There are also links where you can catch Eyewitness News live and get the latest AccuWeather weather video forecast. And the best thing, it's absolutely free. That's right. Just search WABC or AccuTrack in the app or Google Play Store. Download the AccuTrack Weather Alert app and you're ready to go. For more information, log on to 7online.com/apps. Ken, Lori, back to you.
Thanks, Bill. Coming up next on Eyewitness News at noon, while it may be raining here in the tri-state area, folks over in Europe have it a lot worse. That story coming up.
Former child stars weigh in on Amanda Bynes' public spiral. Next, Katie.
She has no clue the train is not on the tracks right now.
She had so much power, and she doesn't have that anymore.
Next, Katie.
Today at 3 on ABC 7.
Closed captioning sponsored by Optimum. We're your TV, phone, and internet company.
Hello? Hello? Hello?
Hello. It has come to our attention that our phone number here at Optimum is very similar to Michael Bolton's.
Sorry, this is not Optimum.
This is Optimum's phone number. And this is Michael Bolton's number. Oops. Anyway, calling Optimum will get you a great deal on TV, phone, and internet for $84.95 a month. Calling Michael Bolton won't.
Hello?
While our numbers may be similar things don't happen when you call them. So don't call Michael Bolton.
Don't call me.
Because Michael Bolton can't help you get high-speed internet.
You can download love songs in seconds?
Or free internet access at over 70,000 Optimum hotspots.
So I'll save on data charges.
Don't call Michael Bolton.
Don't call Michael Bolton.
Please don't call Michael Bolton. Call Optimum at 866-200-7151 to get TV, phone, and internet for $84.95 a month. So call now.
You know that a drug overdose can look like this. But did you know many overdoses start out looking like this? Even though they're prescribed by a doctor, prescription painkillers can be dangerous and can lead to serious addiction or death. So take prescription painkillers only as directed. Never share them, and dispose of unused pills right away. To learn more or for help, call 311 or 1-800-LIFENET or go to nyc.gov.
To hear Governor Christie tell it, everything in New Jersey's going just fine. Well, I see another New Jersey with 400,000 unemployed, one of the worst jobless rates in the country. Working and middle-class families have seen costs soar, from property taxes to college tuition. I know that struggle because I lived it. My dad was an immigrant who worked as a butcher. Working my way through school, I was able to pull myself up. I'm Barbara Buono. As your governor, I'll fight to give every New Jersey child the same chance I got.
Eyewitness News needs your help to protect our children. Have you seen Maximilian? ABC 7 and Empire Today, thank you for helping protect our children.
Central Europe is overwhelmed by rain right now. Widespread flooding reported in Austria, Germany, Switzerland, and the Czech Republic. Swollen rivers have topped their banks, and forecasters in Austria, for instance, say more rain has fallen there in 2 days than that nation usually gets in 2 months. At least 8 people have reportedly died in floods and mudslides in that region. That's in 2 days, then in 2 months. That is incredible.
We certainly had our fair share over the weekend, that was for sure, last night at least.
Sorry, I'm busy.
He's on his app.
I'm on the radio.
Is that the new app you've been
Isn't that
talking
awesome?
about? It's so easy.
Well, here's what I did.
Right?
You know, here's what I did last night. I was with my kids at dinner. We're sitting outside at a restaurant. It starts to get dark, right? So all I did was, they go, well, what do you know, weatherman, Dad? And I go, well, I know that all I have to do is show you proof. And it's right here on the radar. It's not going to rain.
So
and I handed them my phone, and they could see
your phone.
It's right down to the block where we were having dinner, right there.
Oh, that's a good restaurant.
Yeah,
it's easy to navigate. That's why. It's
very
such a pleasure.
easy. Yeah, and the restaurant was a heavy ticket too. All right, here's what's going on at 12:20. Let's look outside. We got some breaks of sun coming your way now. And so, if you've been looking at the new app we have, well, you'll notice that a lot of the heavier rain is pushed off to the east. But you'll want that for later on because there could be a pop-up shower that comes in the mix for the afternoon. And Lee Goldberg will have that on first at 4. Here's our camera here at 4 Times Square, looking south here at noontime. And you know, as we look from my camera here across the park too, we're looking in pretty good shape here. I mean, we're starting to see some breaks of sun come out, and everybody's kind of put away the umbrellas and the overcoats here on the west side as we go along. So the camera a little bright as we go along. We'll work on the iris for you. Sorry about that. 73 degrees right now. The humidity 87%. The wind is southwest at 3. So as we go through the afternoon now, that southwest wind is going to go northwest, and that will start to see us drying out as we go through the afternoon. Normal is 76. We'll be a little bit above that. Rainfall in the park, 1 inch and 2/10. We might get another, tenth or two if there is a pop-up shower for the early afternoon. Breaks of sun will come through the afternoon now, and comfy air pours in tonight and over the next 3 days. 72, 73 degrees up the Hudson River Valley, 68 here around Monticello, 66 here on Long Island, and even down the Jersey Shore here, we're at 73 degrees, 72 degrees. So this is comfortable. We're seeing the humidity drop, and the last of the showers pushing east. So you can see the breaks of the clouds here now, the Hudson River Valley, northern New Jersey, and off to our west. So a couple of little showers are in Monmouth and Ocean County. The last of the showers are here from Fisher's Island, Shelter Island here out toward Orient Point, and out toward the Montauk Lighthouse. So back to our west, breaks of sun, and still, you see this line here starting to build here as it comes across the mountains. So heating for the afternoon might pop a thunderstorm up in that. But once that goes by, we're really going to dry out. So you see about 4 o'clock. Lee will be here watching this for you. You can catch it on the app too and see what's going on. So if you're going out this afternoon and evening, you'll have that new weather alert app, and it'll alert you if any of those are severe. So tonight we're going to see that clearing out. We're at 59 degrees. It's nice and comfortable because drier air is pouring in out of the northwest. It's a Pacific Canadian blend. That's going to feel nice. We have 75 for tomorrow, 77 Wednesday, 76 Thursday, and then there's a coastal storm coming up. First tropical type system is down in the Gulf. That will come up the coast for Friday into Saturday. So I tell you, the tropical season might be busy. We'll be keeping an eye on that for you. Lee will have more on that coming up first at 4 later on.
Okay. Thank you, Bill. And we're coming right back.
Stay with ABC 7 this afternoon, starting with Millionaire, then The Chew, General Hospital, Katie, and New York's #1 news. Channel 7 Eyewitness News, first at 4 p.m. Only on ABC 7. Today's preview is sponsored by Centerlight Healthcare.
While you're doing what you love, your son is busy with his career. Centerlight Healthcare is an alternative to a nursing home or being alone. It can help you and your children maintain your independence. Centerlight offers social activities, expert medical care, and overall wellness programs. Call now 1-877-226-8500.
Sleep fact number 39. You sleep a third of your life away. Better make the most of it. Only Raymore and Flanigan has the largest and best mattress selection in the Northeast. Like Serta Queen sets starting at only $399. Save $250 on Stearns & Foster. $500 on Beautyrest Black. Great prices on Tempur-Pedic. No money down, no interest financing, free next day delivery, set up an old mattress removal. That's the facts from Raymore and Flanigan.
Do you have rheumatoid arthritis? Do you have joint pain and stiffness due to RA despite treatment? If so, you may be eligible to participate in a clinical research study that evaluates the safety and effectiveness of an investigational medication for RA in adults. If you qualify, you will receive investigational medication and study-related medical care at no charge. A study doctor will provide you with additional information. Visit surroundprogram.com or call 1-877-233-5347.
To hear Governor Christie tell it, everything in New Jersey's going just fine. Well, I see another New Jersey with 400,000 unemployed, one of the worst jobless rates in the country, Working and middle-class families have seen costs soar, from property taxes to college tuition. I know that struggle because I lived it. My dad was an immigrant who worked as a butcher. Working my way through school, I was able to pull myself up. I'm Barbara Buono. As your governor, I'll fight to give every New Jersey child the same chance I got.
It's Dad's Week on Wheel of Fortune.
I'm feeling awfully manly this week.
And nothing's more manly than a good spin of the wheel. Roll up your sleeves for the next wheel.
It was great. Tonight at 7:30.
Right here on ABC 7.
5 contestants.
Let's go. I'm so ready.
Let's play.
Oh, yeah, I'm feeling good.
I'm ready. Advance to the final round this week.
Next, after Eyewitness News at noon.
Hi, I'm David Navarro in the newsroom. Here's what we're working on for Eyewitness News First at 4. A new way to evaluate New York City teachers. But how will it impact students, and what do parents need to know about it? Also, a new reminder to stand back while waiting for a train. See the new music video becoming a big hit. Plus, it could be the best way to prevent wrinkles. There is new information that is being revealed about it this afternoon, and we'll bring it to you. Those stories coming more on Eyewitness News First at 4. Ken and Laurie.
Very good.
Thank you, David.
Thank you, David. You got it. Well, how would you celebrate your 102nd birthday? An Idaho woman went base jumping. Dorothy Custer turned 102 last week. Yesterday, she did a tandem jump off a bridge with a professional base jumper. It was a present from her family. Do they want her to be 103?
Oh, no.
She's first in her family to do this. Why did she want to do the base jump?
I kind of asked myself that too. I guess it's because I don't know any better. I was going to jump out of a plane, but then I found it was too much, so I said, well, forget it. I'll just have a very calm birthday.
Dorothy, she is awesome. Dorothy says the key to a long life is action and not worrying about your age. You wonder what she'll do next year.
Clearly, she's not worried about that. She's adorable.
Great.
Really, really.
She's not afraid to. She's afraid to jump out of a plane, but she's going to crawl over a bridge and jump off.
Amazing.
She's brave.
She's learned a lot over these years. I would assume we could get some lessons from her. That'll do it for us. I'm Laurie Stokes.
And I'm Ken Rosado for Laurie Dillon, the entire Eyewitness News team. Thanks for joining us. Be back for Eyewitness News First at 4.